I'd like to give you a tour of my dad's favorite part of the business, the home care cottages.
So here we are in the living room. Everything's very compact here. This room is 11 feet wide by about 14 feet long, and it includes the dining area, which has got a 36-inch high table that can also double as a kitchen counter. It's just a piece of granite here where food prep can go on. And our kitchen is a galley type kitchen to take advantage of having all of the circulation and the traffic pattern run along one little path, and along that path there's access to the sink, refrigerator, and stove for food prep. And then coming right down this hallway, as we're passing the kitchen, we pass the bathroom, which is an efficiency floor plan where we're trying to get as much utility out of the smallest space that's possible. And then as we move on further, there's a space for the refrigerator. And then right on the other side of this partition, we have a space for a stackable washer and dryer just on the way to enter the bedroom. And in this little hallway, we have the staircase that goes up to the loft that looks out over the living area. That little loft serves as a sleeping area for little kids, or it's a really useful storage area for a small house that otherwise doesn't have too much space for storage. We are in the bedroom, which is really just big enough for a queen-size bed. Right now we have it set up with a twin bed, and it does have a reasonable sized closet and a nice chest of drawers and a space where you might mount a TV on top of the chest of drawers. And we've got one wall of this bedroom lit with a clear story window that's up high that admits a lot of light to the bedroom during the day while still allowing for privacy in the bedroom.
So what is a home care cottage?
A home care cottage is a recreational trailer with a maximum size of 400 square feet. It's built just like a conventional house with 2x4 construction, and it is built on a trailer chassis. So it can be easily moved. It's a one-piece little house that's 12 feet wide and 35 feet long. And it enjoys a special use permit in the unincorporated areas of Sonoma County.
And who lives in home care cottages?
The home care cottages are occupied either by a caregiver who's giving care to somebody living in the main house, or by the person who's receiving care. So usually this is about an elderly person, say grandma, who bought her house a long time ago and now is needing some care and doesn't need a big house any longer. So she does a couple of possible adaptations. One is that she'll have a caregiver move into the home care cottage and then look after her in the main house. But more often, she'll actually move into the little home care cottage herself and have her children and grandchildren move into the big house.
And what's the permitting process like for a home care cottage?
The permit process for a home care cottage is much simpler than the permit process for an accessory dwelling unit. The home care cottage is legally a temporary use permit that can be renewed annually indefinitely for $150 a year. And the beauty of it is that it's not a building, so there's no building permit involved. There's no engineered foundation required. It does not count as an extra bedroom if you are on a septic system, which is a huge benefit because additions to septic tanks can run up to $40,000. The permit fee for a home care cottage is under $1,000, and the time that it takes to process a home care cottage permit is generally under a week, as opposed to 3 to 6 months for an accessory dwelling unit.
What do you mean a home care cottage isn't a building?
Well, when I say that, we're really talking about legal definitions. It's a building in the real sense that it's built just like a conventional house. and it's built on a trailer chassis. So in that sense, it is a building. But in terms of the law, it's considered a recreational trailer because it's built to a separate engineering standard for recreational trailers, so that it enjoys the same simplicity of permitting as if it were a recreational vehicle.